Okay, we're back. This time I'm going to give you 5 more tips to think about when you're looking at your training. Number 1, we know from studies that progressive overload is one of the key factors in giving us the growth that we want to achieve. So if we're going in a gym and we're doing the same things week in, week out with the same loads, chasing the pump, and we're not being progressive, then guess what? We're going to stay the same as we are. This may work for a short period of time if you're new to lifting or if you change up your training, but in the long term, you're not really getting as much as you should be out of your training. Tip number 2, be smart around your training. Again, this is closely linked in with tip number 1. We need to have some form of progression and planning along with our training, so we need to be smarter around how we're structuring it. Yes, I get that it's fun to go in there and blast yourself so hard that you can hardly walk out, and yeah, every now and then, guilty, I am one who kind of likes to do that, but are we getting as much out of our training as we should be doing? No. We need to be looking at smarter ways of training, including into our training the volume that we need over a specific time period, trying to hit body parts as many times as we can or as is practical for what we're trying to achieve, and just be a little bit smarter around our programming. Number 3, we need to enjoy our training. This is probably one of the main factors. If we're not enjoying actually what you're programming to do, or if someone's giving you a training to do, and if you don't enjoy what it is they've written down for you, then you're not going to do it. You might stick at it for a week or 2, but after a while, you're going to think, I'm not really enjoying how this is or how it's working, so you'll end up just either changing it, doing your own thing, or just not doing it at all. And the one main factor that we want to really increase in our training is our adherence, and if we can't adhere to the training program, then we're stuck. We're not going to get anywhere. So enjoy what you're doing and don't do anything you don't like to do. Number 4, recovery. Again, closely linked in with points number 1 and 2. Take your recovery seriously. If you're getting in the gym and you're smashing out all the drop sets, trisets, quadruple sets, giant sets, then you're not going to recover by the next time you need to train. So be a little bit smart around your training, like we mentioned before. Factor in your recovery so you can get every session, you can give it your all that you need to give for that session, and you can then hit the progression that you need to go to progress on. So, number 5, structure your training. What I mean by this is look at what you can do for yourself. So if you can only physically fit in 3 sessions per week because of other commitments and work, then make the most out of those 3 sessions. Is it going to be more beneficial for you to use a full body training split, or would you be getting more benefit out doing a chest session, a leg session, an arms session because it's Friday? You know, use a bit of common sense around that. You're going to get a lot more if you can just do 3 sessions, doing a full body split and programming it smart and being progressive around the volume that you use as well. Just try and structure it in, also planning into your diary, so put the sessions into your week so you know when you're going to be training and that is your time to train.